And when I asked Akshay the same question, he said, I used to bunk morning classes in college and take electives which had classes in the afternoon. The biggest crisis he faced in his 20s was to get up early and go to office when he started. The project objective remains the same for Akshay. Again, I would like everyone to give a standing ovation at the end of his speech. Increments are crucial, Akshay.
Thank you. I love money. I truly love money. You know, there was a song in Bollywood about a decade back which goes like, क्यों पैसा पैसा करता है, पैसे पे क्यों मरता है. I think that song is written for me, okay? So I've been in the corporate world for more than a decade now, and I still wait for the last working day of the month. Any guesses why?
Payday.
Yes, absolutely. And I wait for it so much that when the message from my bank hits that you have been credited by those 6 digits followed by 2 decimals, I am really delighted. In fact, I remember those digits very, very well. They end with 273.25. But I'm even more delighted in April end because that's when the increased salary after the annual appraisal hits my account. Plus I get the bonus as well. So that is really a delight which I am looking forward to. And you know, while the percentage might vary from year to year, I am absolutely sure that there will be an increased salary which I receive at the end of April end. After all, increments are crucial, right? We are living in a country where there is an annual inflation of 6%, but more importantly, the food inflation is in the rate of 8%. We all remember that the tomatoes hit about 200 rupees a kilogram, close to 2 liters of petrol about a month back. So increments really are crucial. And then in one of the days in first week of May, I was happily sitting at my house because I had got a double-digit increment. So that was a delight. And I was going for the party that evening. So I was looking forward to that. And then somebody rang the bell. And that somebody was having tears in her eyes. And that was my cook. So I obviously asked her that what happened, what is the reason behind that. So she told me that one of the 3 houses where she works, they have fired her, which was not really her problem. The problem was they had fired her without giving a notice period. So what that means is that from the next day she will not be working and she was not paid even a single rupee for the next month, which was a little unlike the corporate setup which I was used to. And that made me realize, that made me actually ask a set of questions to see this problem in a broader scope. And some of those questions were, 1, does our domestic help, it might be a cook or a cleaner, do they have a clearly defined appraisal cycle? Do they know that they will have an increment which will at least beat the food inflation? Because after all, increments are crucial, right? Second, do they know that what are their annual leaves? And they don't need to be guilty about taking those annual leaves. So they can come to us with confidence that they are going on leave for next week and it is part of their annual leave. Third, do they know that what is their notice period and they will get the salary even if they are asked to leave on a specific day? Are they very clear about that? The answer for most of these questions was no. So I thought that let me check with my friends and relatives that what's their thoughts. And the answer from them was also no. Which made me realize that it's a bit systemic problem which we are having as an Indian society. And at the same time, I had an opinion that it's a solvable problem. And some of these solutions can be very, very simple. For example, having the same appraisal and the increment cycles for domestic health as it is for me. For example, April end. To be very transparent and open to them about the annual leaves which they will have and the notice period which will be given to them. The annual life insurance costs only about 450 rupees. It used to be 360, but there is inflation. So the annual life insurance minimum costs about 450 rupees, which can really help them. They go through the health issues probably a bit more than us, and most of their saving goes in the health related expenses. So the basic annual health insurance doesn't cost much. And these are some of the things which we can as a society work upon, because in my opinion these are the people who are making such a big difference to us, and I truly believe that increments are really crucial, but for each and everyone. Thank you so much.